Black, Poetic G. Beautiful love, always.
I'm King George. I'm the owner of T.Y.I Productions. I'm the curator of Black 31 magazine. Today I'm here with another special guest. This is another special guest from the community. This lady right here, she's very, very prolific with the words. I watched enough videos to see that lyrics matter. So let us know more.
Thank you. That's what's up. That's what's up. First of all, it's a pleasure and honor to be here, to be on this platform. So thank you for inviting me.
Yes.
Um, Also, like you said, I am a poet, full-time poet. So this is my job day in and day out. I host various events, curate events, such as production. So I have a production company called Raw Poetry Productions, where we curate artist productions with art all inclusive, with poetry being at the forefront. So usually people put poetry in the background. It's the something that get everybody little taste buds wet, but we let the other art get the taste buds wet, and then poetry is the thing that is the main thing. But yeah, so I travel to perform. I love perform motivational speaking.
Yes.
So as many things as you can think of that deals with speaking in front of an audience is pretty much what I do. And I'm also an educator, so I teach not only the children but everyone who are interested into writing or performance or being an artist entrepreneur. I try to help guide.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I like that. I like that.
Thank you.
So I want to know, who are your poet inspirations? Who are some of your favorite poets that you love?
Favorite poets. Um, a lot of them are Baltimore based. Like they're the people that I've watched take poetry into the performance realm. I've always wanted to be a performer, and I always loved poetry, and I always wanted to merge the two. Never thought that it was like something happening until I actually seen it. So like um I never forget like dry fish in the fifth L back in the day. Like I was 14 when I first like came on the scene and understood there was even an art or poetry scene. Um, so Archie the Messenger, Rebecca DuPaz, and these are local poets, but they're so prolific and profound to my life. It was just great to have people that you can actually touch,
Yeah.
inspire you. So they're like my favorites. If we want to go into the book realm, of course we got Langston Hughes. He was one of the first people that my mom gave me to read. So I definitely would say him.
Okay. Okay. That's heavy. That's heavy.
Yeah.
Um, do you have a favorite book?
Do I have a favorite book?
Yes.
No, not really. No, I don't have a favorite book.
I hear that. I
Other
hear
than the
that.
Bible, that's probably my favorite.
I hear that. I hear that. I hear that.
Yeah.
Um, um, Let us know, what is so therapeutic about poetry that keeps you writing each and every day?
It's the ability to be vulnerable. It's the ability to be honest when you cannot be honest with the world. It's the ability to let your guard down when you cannot let your guard down with the world. It's the ability to be listened to when the rest of the world is shutting you out. So the reason why I write, or the reason why I started writing, was for those reasons. I felt often shut out. I felt as though I couldn't tell the truth, and that's why I even named my one of the reasons why I named my name Truth is because I could be as honest as possible within my poetry. Nobody was telling me I couldn't say it. Nobody was telling me to be quiet. I could just say what I wanted to say, no matter how I felt about it, on the page, and then it became what it grew into was that I realized that other people's truths needed to be told as well. And sometimes they're not writers, they don't have the words to describe how they feel, but other people do. And when you know you have a gift like that, then it's important for you to use it, because other people outside of yourself need a sense of healing too. And you can do that in all art forms. Music heals, you know what I'm saying? so many art forms heal. So you got to use those gifts in order to be a part of the community and be a part of something powerful and bigger than yourself.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Tell me this. What do you love most about yourself?
What do I love most about myself? What could I say? One of the things I love most about myself is that I can do my art full time. I take a lot of that makes me most proud of myself. Being able to do what I love full time. A lot of people can only dream about that. A lot of people are not brave enough to do it, So I'm proud that I'm able to stick it out. In April next year, it'll be 7 years that I've been doing this full time. And I remember when a teacher told me that poetry couldn't be done full time. A teacher kind of laughed at the idea. You gonna do what? What else you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So I'm most proud of that and my humility. I consider myself a super humble person,
Yes.
and I think it's really important. And I think a lot of people. I've been around a lot of people who think that arrogance is important, but I would choose to be humble any day before I would be arrogant. So I think that's a special thing. Is to stick with the humility.
Yes. Absolutely. 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 Um, when it comes to poetry and writing, right? How therapeutic is poetry for mental health and people that just going through so many different things?
Oh, it's definitely important to mental health. I mean, for a lot of workshops that I get booked for are for mental health reasons. It allows people to, like I said, get the feelings out and be heard in ways they were not heard before.
Yeah.
I know so many other artists and poets who use poetry for those specific channels. Detention centers, you know what I'm saying? Use it with the kids. I work with the kids, and they have so much going on,
Yeah.
and they're not they're not seen as important. You know what I mean? Their voice, they feel like they have no voice. So when you give them one, when you let them know or you help them unlock what they have, the things that come out of their mouths, the things that are coming off the top of their head is wonderful. It helps them to tap into that gift that they have.
Yes.
And those gifts help the world go around. You know what I mean? That's why teachers are here. That's why we need our teachers and our mentors and everyone, because they need to grow up the next generation that continue the world going around. When somebody thought a light bulb wouldn't be invented, somebody had to use their imagination to create it. What else can be created when we start unlocking the imaginations of our youth? And we just don't even know what's next on the agenda for this world if we don't tap into the youth to create those things.
Yes.
You know,
Yes. Absolutely. I agree.
yeah.
Listen, I totally agree. Um, how important now, right? In the times that we living in now, how important is it for us to incorporate God in so much that we do now?
Um, well, man, I God is my first thing for me. Is the first thing for me. I feel like I need to incorporate God, and this is where the humility comes in, because who am I without Him? What is my gift without Him? You know what I'm saying? How can I be a blessing to others if He didn't even bless me first, and I'm not thankful for that? So if we're using our gifts without thanks for the person that from the Creator who gave it to you,
Yes.
is he? I feel like you're losing the power of what that gift could be when you incorporate Him in it. Everybody has different faiths and beliefs and everything, so you know for me personally, it's essential. I think in a lot of my work, I incorporate God or or the message from Him, even if I don't say His name directly. But it comes from a spiritual place. A lot of what I've said, a lot of what I say, and a lot of what I write.
Yeah.
So I think it's very essential. I think it's very essential to incorporate God in everything you do,
Yeah.
because He's a part of you. You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And and tell me this: why why is God the greatest?
Uh, he is from, it's from eternity to eternity. I mean, what is the beginning without God? You know what I'm saying? What is the end? You know what I mean? He has no end. He has no beginning. So what is greater than that? You give me somebody's going to have to give me something else that's bigger than no beginning. You know what I'm saying? I can't even fathom something not having a beginning, but God is something that has no beginning. He's from eternity to eternity. So, um, he is the creator, the almighty. I mean, what is more profound than him? I have a book on a course where I teach writing. It's called Becoming the God of Your Creation, because I want writers and artists to tap into that. He's given us this gift to create, and he is the grandest creator. And if we think like him about
Yeah.
being the God in complete control, what could anybody else say about your creation? And you're going to do all the things to make sure that it is
Yes.
that it is godly, like it is so profound that, you know what I mean, nothing can take away the aura of what you created, the love, the anything that you created. And so, um, again, and I don't. What is my existence without him? So I can't blame my existence on anybody else, on anything else. So,
Yeah.
or the existence of anything else that I'm blessed with, to breathe air, to see the sun, to see the moon, to walk on the beach. I just came from Cali to enjoy the palm trees. Like, how can I
Yes.
enjoy any of these blessings? Well, even eating good food, I can't even eat good food without thanking God.
Mhm.
Cotton grows from the ground. Like, we wouldn't wear clothes if it wasn't for him. So, like,
Yes.
yeah, yeah, that's why he's the greatest.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Amazing. Listen, amazing answers. Amazing answers.
Yeah.
Um, I want to dive into something that's community level, and I definitely got to ask this. Definitely that you are a sister that's a part of the community. Um, how do you feel about all the gun violence, right? That's just circling America and definitely Black America. Black America? How do you feel about all the gun violence that's really plaguing our communities and it's just damaging our youth? What's your take on that?
I feel like the world is in a state of emergency. It's been in that state for a very long time. We're dealing with the trials and tribulations, and I think it's saddening for me
Yeah.
to not only see the world going through it, but our own community, as if we haven't been through enough. You know, so I again, I teach. I'm an educator, so I'm surrounded by the kids and the youth, and to see that, and to see their parents not involved in their lives, to see kids raising themselves, to see them with no parent at all. I mean, in living in abandoned buildings and coming to school every day. The weight of the world is so heavy on them, and the things that they are being influenced by, being social media and the other entertainment, the influences are so heavy in that direction. How could they know to do anything better? Even the TV shows we watch, where is the family? What love do they see to imitate? The love that, back in the day, it was Full House, Family Matters, Step by Step. You know what I'm saying? It was so much family oriented shows, and shows that encourage you to use your manners, shows that encourage you to just do the proper things, do the right things. And these shows today encourage you to cuss at your parents, because I see kids in these shows cursing at their parents, or cursing at adults, or, it's just regular. It's just seem as, if they're using violence, the purge, or, it's telling them be strapped up. Like, they see that. So that's what they're going to admire. That's what they're going to imitate. And if we don't change their directory, what do we expect? You know what I'm saying? So it's going to have to start with the people who are influencing our kids. And it's sad that enough parents don't have a handle on their own kids for there to be an influence.
Yes.
And I don't have any kids. I have nephews, I have godchildren, and I have a plethora of other children. But I'm scared to even bring a child into this world just because of that, you know.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now I got a deep question, right? A
Hmm.
super deep question,
Yeah.
right? Um, um, and I'm speaking like, within the black community, right?
Hmm.
Why is there so much division? Why do you feel that there's so much division between black man and black woman at these times right now?
That when you think about the Willie Lynch theory, let's begin there. Let's begin at slavery. Let's begin with generational curses. You know what I mean? Once we got into America, it changed everything about how the black community raised their children, and the how the black community loved each other. You know what I mean? They stripped the man away from, or they stripped the woman. You know, so he got used to not being there. He continued to not be there, and they put a man on a pedestal. And that's just not a black thing. White men have been fighting for freedoms, from their male counterparts. So if if we're looking at each other like this and not looking at each other like this, and there's always going to be an imbalance. You know what I'm saying? Even though the things we may do may be not be even, we're still equal. You know, they're even in different ways, is what I'm trying to explain. And I think we just lost respect for each other, both male and female,
Yes.
for people not taking the responsibility of what they feel they should be responsible for, and not really understanding what true love is. And I think they've also taken a lot of that godly love out of people. Stop doing a lot of things under the name of God, and love is one of them. So if we love with a godly love, the trajectory of love for us and everyone would be different, you know. So I that's what I feel like. I mean, it's sad, and I try to keep my level of love for everyone on that capacity of a godly love, respecting the man, respecting the woman, respecting my neighbor, even respecting the child. You know what I'm saying? That the child still has a voice. Now, respectfully talk to me, but talk to me. You know what I mean? I don't want you to have to lash out or not talk at all or be silent. But yeah.
Absolutely. 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 Listen, so many gems, so many jewels. Um, Let the people know about the poetry, the books, the artistry. Most importantly, where do you perform at? How can they see you?
Okay. So poetry, with as far as the poetry goes in the books, I have four books. One is available on Amazon. It's called Untitled. All of them are self-published, so it's my very first self-published book. The other two are available on a site called Lulu. Um, and it is called Split into Pieces and Becoming the God of Your Creation, which is, if you are interested in writing, it's what guides your pen. It's a book to help guide your pen. It talks about having seven qualities that increases your writing. And then my last book right now is not available on any internet at the time. You can order strictly from me or come see me at an event, because this is a new release. I want to like touch every book that I sell of this new version. It's called Essential Poetry, the Troops EP. So
Yes.
this is the smallest book I have, but it's like the top 12 pieces that have shape shifted my career as a poet, and have shape shifted my audience, the people who support me, the ones that are most profound to them. And I put them all in a book, so that people can get the most essential parts of my poetry, to just get a glimpse of what it looks like. So I think I've closed that chapter, and I'm on to something different as I write. As far as events, I host Charm City Slam. We have Firehouse, which is every fourth Tuesday. I'm there with a dope team. I host the open mic portion, but it's a slam portion, so you get to see poets go head to head, which is very cool. If you want to see poets actually compete and see their different lyricism and imagery, I I also host Firehouse Poetry Friday, which is every last Friday of the month. It's at an actual firehouse, so if you're trying to get out there, you can go out there. I also host Busboys and Poets out in Columbia every second Thursday. So if you're out in Columbia, it's a beautiful space. It's always super packed in there. It's it's dope. It's much love. Every second Thursday I'm there, but they have an event every week. It's just a different host every week. So if you just want to get out there on a Thursday, please do so.
That's
Um, yeah. I don't know if you hear my cat in the background. He's like playing with his toy, going nuts. And let's see. Yeah, and that is all the events I do. Outside of just performing at getting booked for different events, I'm always ready to be booked for whatever you got going on. I get booked for a lot of the schools or
yeah.
whatever event you got. You know what I mean? You can book me as your poet, your host, or you know what I'm saying. What's up, people? People
That's
shouting you out, man.
absolutely. What's up, y'all? The truth, the poet. Listen, she dropping jewels right now. All I'm doing is
Yeah.
just sitting back listening, y'all. Y'all need to be
Looking
listening
smooth,
too.
by the way. He just, with the glasses, just chilling, you
That's
know.
good, man. Well, thank you. I appreciate you. Appreciate you so much. Last but not least, right? I just wanna ask this: what advice do you have for young ladies, right? That's growing up. They possibly want to be a poet. They possibly want to be in the entertainment field. They possibly just want to be a strong woman. What advice do you have for them to be successful, to put their goals first, and also and most importantly, learn how to treat themselves as a woman?
Okay. So one of the things I always say, first and foremost, is there's a saying I say for all my kids who look like me is no one asks a star what color it is when it shines. So when you're thinking about what you look like, if you're a star, nobody's asking the star what color it is. And the star is actually multiple colors, right? But nobody's asking the star, like, what color are you? You know, you shining, how you shining, and you know, what color you are. So don't ask yourself that. You're just going to shine. You're just going to be a star. So shine. That is the number one rule. And your color is not starting nothing. It's only adding to your light, right? But outside of that, continue to be who you are. Do not try to be anyone else. You know, it's the magic is in you. There is a special recipe put in you specifically that makes you special. And
Yes.
the moment you realize that, and the moment you accept that, it is going to change your world as you know it. Denying that is going to push you further away from what you need to be and your purpose in this world. So my advice to everyone, every artist, every person, every young girl, every young woman, embrace the essence of who you are. And that is what is going to make you bloom.
Yes, 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 absolutely. And let the people know, right, where they can find you at.
You can follow me at DA Truth, DA Poet on all social media platforms.
Mhm.
I also have a website at thetruththepoet.com. So you can hit me up on any one of those platforms on all the same, and we can lock in.
Listen, listen. Thank you so much. Listen, we appreciate you. Listen, go follow the Truth, the Poet. Go follow the Truth, the Poet. Listen, phenomenal lyrics. Listen, she does what she does on the mic, and y'all need to be tapping in. So listen, each and every week we will have phenomenal guests each and every week. We could have your favorite poet, we could have your favorite artist, we could have your favorite book author, we could have the lady down the street with the lemonade stand, or it could be you. So tap in each and every week. We are the platform of truth, the home of the champions, and the place where we uplift man, woman, and child. Peace and love, y'all. One.
Peace, man.
Knowledge and power. Remember this game spilled, given. Embrace it. T.Y.I, Poetic G. Peace and love, one. I love it.